bus the other night, and this woman starts screaming at the bus driver, "Why do we have to make every stop?" And at one point, the moonlight comes gleaming through the windshield and off of her wedding ring, and I was like, even this chick is married? There really is someone for everyone else. I honestly would just settle for being secure in my relationship, because as soon as my boyfriend leaves, I'm like a dog with separation anxiety. The door closes and I'm like, are you coming back? Do you even like me? Throw me a bone or I will rip this apartment to shreds! It's not even his fault, it's my ex. Before the pandemic, I went through a really nasty breakup. It was just before Valentine's Day, and I found out that my ex had tried to cheat on me. I did say tried. Yes,
right,
you heard me.
right.
You heard me.
Right.
He was out of town, and he took a girl back to his Airbnb, and instead of banging him, she roofied and robbed him.
Woo!
Stupid guy couldn't even do that right. I know. Looking back, there were signs that I should have ended it sooner. One day he looked me right in the eye and said, dead ass, I could be on American Ninja Warrior. Bruh. So yeah, the breakup was for the best, but at the time I was doing all these jokes about how I felt like the world was ending and the apocalypse was coming. And then the pandemic started. So I would like to apologize to everyone here for putting that kind of energy out into the universe. If you need someone to blame for the pandemic, his name is Daniel Joseph Pavlenko, and he tells lies. Just saying. So then I was out there doing first dates again. Ugh, right? And something I wish guys would talk about more on first dates is whether or not they're on antidepressants.
That would be important.
Some of you know. There's no shame in that game, but like, if the date's going well, it would be nice to get a heads up. Because speaking of heads, if I end up with my face in your lap for 30 minutes and nothing's happening, just working away, you know? Nothing? It's gonna mess with my confidence and my abilities. And I'm already self-conscious about it, because I have a small mouth, like a medically small mouth. The first time I met my hygienist, I was getting x-rays, and he's like trying to cram the x-ray plate in my face. And he gets frustrated. At one point he says, oh, that's a tight squeeze. And I was like, hard. And then we had this really cute Vulcan mind meld moment. He looked me deep in my watering eyes, and I could hear him think, that must make blowjobs so hard for you. And I thought back to him, dude, it really does. And I didn't imagine it, because he says out loud, oh, well, bless your little heart. And I was like, can I get a note that says something like, she's not phoning it in, she has a condition?
No.
Yeah, dudes don't take that, it turns out. Oh, so that's cool. It didn't go look great. I have one last story about first dates. I met this boy on Facebook, and on our first date, we ended up hanging out for 3 days in a row. And on that third day, he said, I love you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't care how much you like a rom-com, that is suspicious, no? So on that third day, we were day drinking because COVID times, right? And I took a little whiskey nap, as a lady does. And when I woke up is when he said it. Now in that situation, if you have high self-esteem, you might think, well, I am a catch. But I was like, are you talking to me? And he goes, yeah, you were talking in your sleep and you said I love you and I feel the same. I was like, I said I love you in my sleep. Was I dreaming about tacos again? That would track. He was like, don't worry about it. And he weirdly doubles down and says, well, I'm in love with you. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I guess he really likes dolls. I don't know. So I was like, have some water. But apparently that was a real dick move because he got super mad, you guys. He screams in my face. Oh, so you're just a lying bitch then? No one calls this bitch a bitch except this bitch. So I'm about to kick him out, but his psycho spidey senses go off and he switches gears real fast. He says, fine, I'm just gonna leave my dog here and I'm gonna go kill myself. That's love, you guys, according to Jason. So I can't have a tiny orphan dog on my conscience. So I talk him into like settling down, sleeping it off, and taking his dog home. But before he drifts off to sleep, he has the balls to say to me, could you just please not tell anyone about this? And it didn't feel like the right time to remind him that I do stand-up comedy. Because I'm going to tell you guys about this, I'm going to tell you guys about it, I'm going to tell fucking everybody about that until I die. Alright guys, thanks so much for your time, enjoy the rest of your night!